Let's do this. Dr. Kyle here with Movement Mentor. Today we're going to be going over how to start fixing your shoulder impingement with the exercises that I'm going to give you. And before you just take off and start doing these exercises, there's also going to be another video on the stretches you can do to fix your shoulder impingement. So keep your eyes open for that as well. Let's get into it. All right, so for this first exercise, I'm just playing. Don't do that. You'll look stupid, I promise you. So the first exercise we're gonna do are start doing some banded Ys. Now these are gonna be great to start engaging your lower traps because a lot of times your upper traps are overactive and they're pulling that shoulder blade up. So take these Ys, get a band, attach it to something a little bit lower than you, and then we're going to simply shrug downward, okay? So reverse shrug to get those lower traps involved and just pull overhead here. And if you haven't noticed, the reason why they're called Ys is because All right, you get that? All right, I'm sorry, that was a corny joke. I love my corny dad jokes, but that's a great one to start engaging those lower traps. And this next one that we're gonna dive into is really important and can be really challenging. It helps with the serratus anterior muscle, which helps adhere your shoulder blade to the rib cage. Now, when we do this, we don't wanna do a typical press, okay? We wanna make sure that the elbow is pointed forward, right? It's brought in, and then we press up, keeping that elbow facing forward as long as possible, okay? And it gets pretty challenging. You're gonna start breaking a sweat about 6 in, and you'll start breaking a sweat about 2 reps in if you definitely have a weak serratus. Now that we've gone over them, those are somewhat pretty basic exercises, I should say, okay? They help target more specific muscles. Now when we get into the next exercises, it's gonna be the hanging bar reverse shrug. This guy is definitely an advanced exercise. I'll show you, we'll jump over here. So I recommend working your way up to it. You can do it on a lat pull down machine, okay? So that way you can obviously help manage the weight so it doesn't have to be so heavy. It won't, be your body weight. But when we start jumping in to this, you're gonna hang. As we hang, you're gonna let your shoulder blades slide up. So no muscles contracted, you're just hanging there. And you're gonna slide shoulder blades down. And you can see how it's lifting me up just a little bit, right? Now you need to be able to obviously hold onto a bar here and be able to have strong enough lower traps to actually shrug yourself up. And then to make it more intense, you can go ahead, shrug down, and then extend the back and hold for a second. Shrug down, extend the back, hold for a second. Shrug down, extend the back, and hold for a second. Now again, you need some pretty strong low traps for that, so make sure, go ahead, try it on that lat pull down machine. You can do the same thing, or an assisted pull up machine will work well, just as well.
Today, Junior?
It'll work, okay? So give it a go. Now, for the next exercise, there's a couple things that you can do. I'm gonna show you, it's really side lying stuff, okay? So we're gonna do side lying kettlebell holds. Side lying kettlebell hold helps a lot because it puts that shoulder and shoulder blade into a nice optimal packed position. So I'll show you right here. Let me grab a mat. We'll get the heavier one. So as we're here in this position, we're gonna lie on our side. So I'm gonna work my right one. So I'm gonna lie on my left side, hand out, And I'm going to bring my shirt down so you can't see my undies. I'm gonna bring this leg over, punch up, and I'm going to keep my head spine neutral. And I'm just going to hold this, okay? So as I hold this, I'm just gonna focus on not allowing my arm to start wiggling, okay? You don't want it to shake, you wanna keep it nice and solid. Now this right now you can see seems kind of easy for me, so if you wanna go ahead and challenge yourself a little bit more, you can go bell up. Oh yeah, here we go. And we'll hold it that way, and you can see how the arm starts to shake a little bit more, and you just wanna hold it there, okay? So if you don't have a kettlebell though, a good same exact thing, and actually probably better exercise, slightly more advanced, is going to be your side plank. Now you can see obviously that pressure, that same thing is happening here, right? This is slightly better than the kettlebell holds and more advanced because you need to involve your core, which is great because it brings in that lateral chain. And you can hold it here if you want to and start playing with it a little bit more. But this is a great exercise to start applying for that shoulder impingement as well. Now, once you've gotten this taken care of and it starts becoming a little bit easier, again, it's more just that static holding, that isometric holding to stabilize the shoulder. So start doing overhead carries. So you can take this guy, push it up, keep that shoulder blade down and packed, and just start walking with it, okay? You wanna make it a little bit harder, you take this bell, put it up, start walking with it. Keep that core strong. Now I can guarantee you right now, the amount of activation that you're gonna have, it's gonna be twofold. Even if you're gonna jump into Olympic weightlifting, you're jumping into bench pressing, whatever it may be, these are great exercises to even start warming up, let alone start solving your impingement issue. So go ahead, give these a try. Also take note that I have a free ebook on proper warm-ups, which go over a lot of these exercises. They go over specific Olympic lifting, chest day, leg day kind of exercises, warm-ups, and go over the mobility, activation of the muscles, blood flow, and the core. So go ahead, go to MVMTmentor.com for that free download and for online training and programming. Check it out, more information. Peace.